Hey ladies, it's Alyce here, and I'm back with a quick video. Basically, I just wanted to tell you guys something that's new in my life, or in my husband and I's life. If you have seen my Snapchat, seen my Instagram, you would know that we recently adopted a dog. So we wanted a dog. We wanted a well-trained dog. We wanted a smaller dog. We are allowed to have dogs in our apartment, so we wanted to get one that didn't bark, that wasn't a rowdy dog. We were able to walk it and not too small to be like, what's the point of having this dog when we can't even really play with it or run with it or anything like that. So I did some research and I was looking up dogs like on Craigslist. I was looking up dogs on pretty much a lot of like dog search websites, dogfinder.com, and I wasn't finding the ones that I wanted. A lot of the dogs on Craigslist were like really expensive. They call it a rehoming fee now, which is really strange. Anyways, I saw some crazy stuff on Craigslist that like irritated me, and I'm like, really, people? And then some people weren't getting back to me, just different things like that. So I decided to look for shelters in LA County, and I found this shelter website for dogs and shelters. It was called, I believe, animalshelter.com or .org. I'll probably put the link in the description box below, but I decided to go to one of the animal shelters that was near me, which is the Carson Animal Shelter in Carson, California. I went there. My husband and I went there on a weekend, and we were looking for the dog that was healthy. We didn't want to have to spend a lot of bills on like the veterinarian bills and stuff like that, our veterinary bills, and some of the dogs there were like really super duper nice. Like a German Shepherd there was really nice. Another German Shepherd, and then a Husky was really nice, as well as one of the pit bulls. They were like super nice. I was able to pet them, feed them, and they like acted really nice. They weren't barking or anything like that. Those dogs are way too big for our apartment. So we kept looking further down the line, and all of a sudden, like, all the dogs started barking like super loud because they were bringing in one dog, a small one in particular. And I had looked in one of the cells, or one of the little caged areas that they have the dogs, and there was one dog that was just super quiet, didn't respond to the barking, was just sitting on its own, and it was slightly shivering. And I was looking at it, and my husband and I were looking at it, and I'm like, oh my god, that dog is so cute. It's not barking, it's not responding to any of the other dogs. Obviously it's scared, so that's probably why it's not responding. But I kept going back to it and kept going back to it, and I'm like, I think that's the dog that we need. Like, the dog seems so quiet, and it seems well-mannered. It looks like, it was taken care of. It doesn't look beat up. It doesn't have any scars on it. It doesn't have any, scratches or fleas or like, anything like that. It doesn't have any lesions, that we aren't able to help the animal. We didn't want to have to deal with an animal that was sick or anything like that, because I want to be able to put my full focus on the animal, and I don't want to make allotted time that I don't have to put toward the animal. Like, if I had a house, I would definitely take in one of the animals that were sick and different things like that, just to be able to take care of it and recover it and, give it a happy life. So we saw the dog, and we were like, hey, let's put our name on the list. And the lady had told us that, the dog was going to be adopted, but we're going to be put on the list for the what is it called? Preferred party. If the people who are adopting the dog don't want it or don't show up, then we would get the dog. So Tuesday of last week, we went to go pick the dog up because the people did not come and pick the dog up, and we finally got a dog. He's asleep right now, guys. Like, seriously, he's asleep, and I'm gonna point the camera down. Like, he is knocked out. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's like there, asleep. So I'm gonna pick him up, There we go. Come here. Come on. I know you're tired. So this is Doug. His name is Doug because we saw on the sheet that they gave us, the shelter gave us, and it said that his name was Doug. And he responds to Doug fairly well. And he's so tired right now. I know he's been up all day because my husband took him to go for a walk and everything like that. But he's just a tired animal. I believe he's a Chiweenie. He's a Chihuahua and Dachshund mix. The shelter said he's full Dachshund, but I don't think so. He definitely looks like a Chiweenie because all my two other dogs, or my other dog back home, my dog died last year, and she was a Chiweenie, and my sister's dog is a Chiweenie, so I know how they look, and he looks like them, so I'm just gonna keep saying he's a Chiweenie. But he doesn't bark. Only time he barks is at night when he's like sleeping, and so that's been like a hassle for us because we've been having to wake up in the middle of the night and like tell him to stop. But yeah, he's like such a quiet dog and like super mellow, really good with other dogs, really good with people. We took him to the beach last week, to Corgi Beach Day in Huntington Beach, and he was so good, like literally so good, like played with all the other dogs. He was scared of the water, but like he still played it along, got along with so many of the other dogs, which recently he's been barking at big dogs when we take him on walks. So it's just so funny how he won't bark at the dogs that are his size, but he'll bark at bigger dogs and smaller dogs. Like he just sizes them up like before he sees them and knows like, okay, I could beat them or I could get to them. That's how he acts. So he acts like tough guy outside. He's so tired. Like he's legitimately like a baby. He's so tired all the time, just sleepy, and he knows how to get in his bed, like his little bed that I bought him from Walmart, this little thing. He knows what that means. I tell him to get in his bed and he goes. He knows how to scratch on the door to go to the bathroom, or when he wants to go to the bathroom. He goes, you know, pee and poop and all that stuff whenever he needs to outside. But yeah, he's really good dog, really good dog. So I'm so happy that we adopted him from the shelter, and I definitely recommend adopting from shelters, just because you get the whole experience and you don't have to pay as much money, and you give a dog a second chance. Basically, it's just like adopting a kid. You know, you give them a second chance at a better life, and that's how I see it for him. So he's been doing really good for the week that we've had him, and I think that he'll do good for the rest of the time. So yeah, I just wanted to come to you guys. I know you guys have seen it on my Snapchat and on my Instagram, but I wanted to show you guys here on YouTube, and give him all the information and all the love. So yeah, say bye, say God bless, I love you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. God bless. Bye.